Okay, we're live.
Okay. Okay. So we just had a call with Amar, and so far he says that we're doing really good. We're making good progress. So yay.
Congrats, Kimberly.
So we have shown him
Good.
our day-to-day program so far, and we also have project metrics that G and I are working on. Um, we have shown him the sample journal
Yeah.
that we made and the meal plan, and yeah, so he's happy,
Perfect.
and that makes me happy.
Yes, me too.
Okay, so I guess we can go ahead and discuss our insights for days 9 to 12. Who wants to start?
No pressure, anyone.
So again, we're gonna do it for day. So insights for from each of us for day 9, and
Yeah, I
then
think that worked out well yesterday. I think
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
fast. So, okay, so I will start day 9. So, I think that our day 9 should have a time to meditate and step away from the distractions of the world. Mark Sisson talks about, just stepping away from media, and um, he calls it a media fast, and I like that. I think that, again, it reiterates the lifestyle that paleo is. So just a time to shut down, shut yourself away from social media, news, and then also I think this is a good time. It's post weekend. Your second week as paleo, and so I think this is a good time. And I know we talked yesterday about what happens if you eat something that's not paleo, or you have a misstep along the way, and that we need to remind ourselves. And I think this can kind of go in with the meditation time, is that it's a lifestyle and we're constantly growing and changing, and that you're not going to be paleo perfect right away, that it takes time. So I think day 9 is a good day to talk about that and just kind of have some meditation time. So those are my day 9 insights.
Okay, thanks, Kimberly.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll go ahead. Day 9 insights. One, we can include tips on how to save time on food preps. We can also throw in a couple of recipes that are ready in 15 to 20 minutes so they don't feel like the new lifestyle is high maintenance and too time consuming. Number 2, we can address thoughts like, why are my peers losing weight already and I'm not? Why are they making more progress than me? 3, do they need to count carbs? How about calories? Number 4, we can talk about apps or web tools that they can use to track their progress, like weight trackers, calorie trackers, food diary, etc. Not everyone may be thrilled to use a journal, possibly. So for some people, it can be easier to use a mobile app since they can input real-time updates. Number 5, we should encourage them to increase physical activity and give out more creative tips to include in their routine. And lastly, we can dish out advice on how they can build some discipline and make better use of their time by minimizing digital stimulation. So,
Ah, it's great. That's great, Emily. My turn. For day 9, our product should have an inspiring message either through a blog or a video or just a short quote like in 21 DSD to differentiate setback from failure. I found this interesting because it's highly likely that the members are thinking if it's still worth the effort, or perhaps the experience slip ups and this could motivate them to not give up. Number 2, our product should have a section in the email where we feature a vegetable or fruit that they haven't eaten yet, or introduce a new way of cooking a veggie or fruit. I found this interesting because I think it's important that there's a variety, as I'm sure there is in the way food should be cooked, and learning new things is fun. Lastly, our product should have an increase in the daily movement, as Mark Sisson put it. I found this interesting because they need to increase their movements, and it can be anything from choosing to take the stairs instead of the elevator or walking to work if it's very near. So like this increase will be on top of what they're already doing as their daily movements inside their house. So that's it.
Good.
Okay, good. So what do you think we should oh, by the way, I'm sharing my screen. Can you see it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
Okay.
thanks, Ellen.
So so what do we, you know, add
So
based
I
from
will.
our insights?
Um, I like the idea of having the new food. I think I added stuff like that for um, day 11. Create something new. Day 11. Um, I added a because I think Mark Sisson talks about making something new. So I think I added about that for day 11. So maybe move that to day 11.
Yeah.
Um, just making a new recipe or new foods, trying new things.
Do you
Um,
think
That's yeah.
do you
I
think they would be losing? Some of them would be losing weight at this point.
oh yeah,
I actually like that insight, Ali, where what if there are others who are not losing weight? So that
yeah,
should also be addressed.
yeah. I definitely think that that should be in there. I think
Yeah,
that that's going to be a big thing because you think about men and women lose weight drastically different. It took my husband 3 months and he lost 60 pounds. And I
yeah,
think
that's really
since
amazing.
yeah, it is amazing for him, but it makes you angry when you're like, I'm not losing. But and then it took me. I lost most of my weight before I went paleo, but on paleo, I've since I've been paleo, I've been pregnant twice and had to lose baby weight, and it didn't come off as fast as his weight came off with
Mm-hmm.
no effort. I worked out and eat really really well, and he is mostly paleo and just loses weight like crazy. So I think that's good, and especially if you're doing paleo with a group of people that that are around you, you're definitely going to compare your weight loss.
Yeah,
Um, I I don't I don't believe in getting on the scale to check your progress. Um, I
I like that belief.
I tend to advocate for the first 30 days to stay off the scale,
Hmm.
um, because I know people who see the scale fluctuate, and your weight is going to fluctuate so much in the beginning, especially as women. You have your cycles, and
Yeah,
um, so if you say you start it the first week and you lose 5 pounds, well, if your cycle starts the next week, you're going to see an increase in weight, and it's gonna bring you down a little bit. So I tend to tell people the first month no weighing themselves. Um, and I don't know if we want to go back and add that into the either day 0 or day 1. Like, take your last step on the scale for 30 days.
I think we should, and then you can discuss on day one.
Yeah, and then
But
on day 9, I think we could talk about
day nine.
maybe other ways to see your progress. How are your pants feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How's your
yeah, more subtle ways. Yeah,
Yeah, and just kind of take the focus off that number on the scale.
yeah.
But I definitely think,
Great.
Alalee, that's a good insight, is that we should talk about why is it different for me? What's the difference? Why is my sister losing all this weight
Yeah.
visibly and I'm not?
Yep.
Yeah, I definitely think day 9 is a good day to talk about that.
Interesting. I just remembered that Diane said she reiterates over and over that the 21 DSD is not a weight loss program.
Hmm.
So in the same way, um, since we're advocating a lifestyle, right? So
Yep.
not gonna solely focus on weight loss. It's gonna be an effect of the lifestyle,
Yep.
okay?
Yeah,
Not the actual goal. So
Yeah.
Maybe we should emphasize that on day 9,
Yeah,
perhaps.
and notice in the journal there's nowhere to write on this day I weighed myself and I weighed, um,
Yeah.
Weight Watchers program is a weight loss program. Every day, once a week, you go and you step on a scale and they write your number down on the paper
Seriously?
and compare
Wow.
it to your weight the week before and give you a goal weight for the next week. Like they tell you, hey, let's try to lose 2 pounds this week. Well, if you don't lose it, you're gonna get bummed out and it doesn't work. That was a big reason I quit Weight Watchers is because I believed in this number theory that the scale had to look a certain way, and it gave me a lot of anxiety and depression because I wasn't reaching my number goal. Um, and you're in a room full of hundreds of people who are stepping on these scales, and you can tell the ones who reached their goals, and you can immediately tell the ones who didn't reach their goals because they just get this look of defeat.
Yeah.
Um, so I
And we want
don't.
to avoid it.
I own a scale, but I rarely get on it.
Yeah.
I have one and I get on it every day.
Do you? There are
I
people.
also have one. It's under my bed, and I don't get on it.
Yeah.
And my weight is fluctuates all the time, so
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on actually.
There are times that I will weigh myself just to, especially like trying to lose weight with my kids, that I would get on the scale one day and I would be down 3 pounds. I would get on it the next day and I'd be back up to where I was. And
Wow.
but it's weird because my clothes fit me completely different. I'm obviously not still weighing the same as I was when I was pregnant. But the scale hasn't moved that drastically. I've lost all of my baby weight, but I'm thinner now than I was before I had Finley. But the scale doesn't show that. So
Really? That's interesting.
yeah, it's just I don't know. I just don't like that scale. Stay away from it.
You should
So I think
replace your skin.
day nine. Yeah, I think that's good. Is day nine is a good time to talk about the side effects of paleo, the good side effects of paleo. Some things you might see: weight loss, better skin, better hair, less bloating, um, energy and motivation. The good side effects of this lifestyle choice.
Yeah,
Good.
I love it. Okay, so we're good with day 9.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, day 10.
Okay, so day 10, my insights, pretty brief with my insights, just eat slow and steady, enjoy every bite, take time to breathe and taste your food. Um, make it a meal and not something you just shove in your face as quickly as possible. There's this idea that if you take time to eat and let the food break down as you're eating your meal, you're going to start to feel fuller and more satisfied with your meals. I know since I've had my kids, there are times where I don't even know what I ate for lunch because I shoved something in my mouth while I was making them food, and then by 2 o'clock I'm starving. So there's some good research on just taking time to let your food digest and feel full. So I think this is a good time to talk about that. So that was my only insight for day 10.
Okay. Uh, day 10. So insights 1, congratulate them for making it this far. They are almost halfway through the challenge.
Yeah.
2, we can offer tips on eating out when traveling or when invited to a party or event wherein you're not sure what will be served. Number 3, I loved how Mark challenges customers to avoid distractions while eating a meal. This way, the customer can focus on eating properly and thus promote better digestion. I noticed that as days go along, he promotes taking time to get in tune with your environment, whatever it is that you're doing. Number 4, I found it interesting that Mark describes the workouts as fun. Putting it this way will make it a positive experience rather than being viewed as a sacrifice. And lastly, I found it remarkable that Mark also gives out tips on how to effectively use technology with your new lifestyle because it promotes a sense of work life balance it is becoming more and more apparent to me why Mark's program is exceptional because his tips are commonsensical yet easy to overlook as we go from day to day life.
Yeah,
Perfect.
good.
So mine is our product should have a segment where they revisit their purpose of why they started the challenge. I found this interesting because I think it's imperative to remind themselves of the big why. And I think it's equally important for us, or at least for Kimberly, to know their progress and how they're feeling about their why and if they feel any closer to their goal. Number two, our product should have an eating environment challenge in which they will eliminate all distractions. I found this interesting because I think it will help them appreciate what they're eating more if they focus on it and also focus on how they feel while they eat. Number three, um, our product should have a challenge that will teach them how to develop a skill that Kimberly only learned when she went paleo, like perhaps how to be on the go or how to avoid having your energy drain as you go through the day. I found this interesting because being on a challenge or going on a diet can be overwhelming. So, like if you're busy with work or with kids and you have this challenge to add to your list of things to do, like how do you cope? How did Kimberly manage to survive that transition without losing her sanity? Sort of starts something like that. So that's it.
That's good. Yeah. So I think we all agree day 11 is definitely or day 10 is definitely a time to set up your eating environment. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
And I like revisiting your why. I think that could be definitely something that we reflect over their meals, why they're doing this, a time to revisit that and um, even tweak it if they need to. Initially I started this because, and either, I'm still doing this because of that reason, or I'm adding also I'm doing this because.
Yeah.
Um, I like that. And working out can be fun, Alalie. I don't know why that was funny. um, yeah, I think that's what Mark Sisson does well is that he doesn't scare you away from it because it's just simple stuff that it's kind of like your aha moment of, oh, I could do that.
Yeah.
I can start incorporating these things little by little. That makes sense. Yeah. And it's not like you have to join a CrossFit gym. You have to do
Yeah.
100 box jumps in 20 minutes.
You
Yeah.
have to live
Yeah,
weighty.
yeah. Um, so, I think that that's something we could add to with the workout element is I know on one of his he talks I don't know if it was day 11 or day 12 he talks about playing, have a challenge of playing, incorporating play into your lifestyle. That was something that my husband and I did follow with his he had a whole podcast on just playing, go outside and roll around in the grass and jump around and act silly. My husband and I started going to the playground behind our house and swinging and doing the monkey bars and just playing. So I think that maybe we could add that to this day is celebrate with play. Maybe you're almost there. Let go out and play. Go out and celebrate with some playtime, and then give them some ideas on what to do. Visit a playground, um, go jump rope. Something like that.
Revisit their inner child.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. I think that's good. It's not. Don't you think this is just checking if these are too much for day 10? Too much information. Like we're setting up an eating environment challenge, and then
yeah.
well,
So do we
mhm.
want to do day 10 is eating environment, and then maybe day 11
Celebrate with play.
be celebrating with play because they're more than halfway there, or they're halfway there.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
But although day 8 we have, we have a challenge, and then we have a reflection day. But this is a Wednesday, right? Day 10. It would be a
Mm,
Wednesday.
mm-hmm.
Possible.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday,
I'm
yeah,
just thinking
Wednesday.
about. I'm just thinking about. It's
Overwhelming.
yeah.
Okay.
Hmm. What did we say they were gonna reflect on the day 8? Is it the
That was
weekend?
going back and just reviewing their journal, looking at how far they've come.
Hmm.
Just kind of rereading their journal that day.
Okay. Maybe
So this
yeah.
is
Maybe um move celebrated play on day 11, which is a Thursday. They would have more energy because they're looking forward to a Friday.
Yeah.
or maybe Friday because it's the weekend. I mean, it's almost week.
Anyways, I'm just gonna put it down here, and we can revisit it
Okay.
after we are done with day 12.
Okay, sige.
Okay, so day
Day
11.
11.
Day 11, my insights were to create something new. Diane talks about this on day 12, and Mark Sisson talks about it on day 11. To make something, make their first paleo recipe. I think Gia, you talked about trying a new food.
Hmm.
I think that this could be something we could talk about. There's a quote that says, "Today isn't just an ordinary day. Today I'll create something new." Um, this idea of you're creating a lifestyle, and start setting yourself up for success by kind of coming up with your own paleo foods without relying totally on what we've provided with the meal plans. Um, so make a meal or a snack, or I like the idea of adding in a new fruit or a new vegetable, something they haven't cooked with yet, like a dragon fruit or leeks or parsnips or something. Um, so that was my day 11 insight, was to create something today.
Okay. Um, my day 11. So this is a milestone. They are past the halfway mark. We should have an exciting activity for them today to celebrate their success. Number 2, this is a good time to compare how they were feeling prior to the program versus how they are feeling now. Number 3, I find that Diane is having difficulty coming up with new topics at this point. I'm not hearing anything new in terms of practical or scientific advice. Today they were mostly talking about recipes. And lastly, this is a day Mark advises they create their own paleo recipe. I don't have a good clue on why this has to happen on this day. So, I have number 5. I love how Mark gives
Okay.
productivity tips to manage stress. Perhaps it would
Mm,
be good to talk about what stress or cortisol level does to our body and how paleo helps with this.
okay. Mine, I think our product should have a "You've come this far" reward. I found this interesting because instead of them rewarding themselves, I think it would be nice if we can give them something. If you can give them a reward, although I can't imagine what it would be if we go online. If it's for the beta group and it's within the community of Kimberly, I think I mean it would be easier because I think we're planning of 10 persons only, and perhaps she can like host a dinner like we initially mentioned. But as for the online, I actually can't think of anything. But it would be nice to have it. Our product should have a break the ice video segment. I found this interesting because it would help lighten the mood, so to speak. Like if one of our members for our online program, or perhaps Kimberly for the beta group, to share their hilarious experience when they went paleo. Um, Number three, our product should create a primal recipe challenge. I found this interesting because it would be a good exercise for them to know what cooking paleo food is really is not really any different from how we cook. Perhaps for the beta group as a fun exercise, Kimberly can even hold a contest of some sort where she will taste the recipe and give them feedback, just for fun.
That's
So
fun.
that's it.
I like that. Um,
I
also,
wonder, because I remember Kimberly, you suggested throwing a dinner, you
yeah,
know,
yeah, the
feast
halfway
between
point dinner.
halfway through the program. I think it would be good. Maybe they can, they create their own dishes and they can bring it over,
Yeah, great
Yeah,
idea.
that's fun.
right? And
On, do you think it will work on a Thursday?
Yeah,
Because this
that's
will
a
be
good question.
Thursday night.
yeah, yeah. We could do it on a Thursday night.
Okay, that's great.
So that, we merge creating your own dish and, a celebration
Yeah, I think that
and
that'd be
more.
really fun. Um,
So,
I was trying to think of how this could work online too, like how, um, like a celebration like that. I mean, obviously we're not all eating together. Um,
we can
what if
hold a contest, I
I was gonna say,
guess.
what if we did like a recipe contest and then like whoever wins, it gets featured on like Facebook page.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. That's a great idea.
Fun. Um, yeah, I like that. I'll try your recipes, and then whoever wins gets it posted on the Facebook page. Something fun like that. Um, so this is a lot for day 11. Can we move the stress over to day 12? Because
Yeah,
I know
we can revisit it again.
it's
Yeah,
come
we
up
can.
a couple times even before this, so I feel like we definitely should talk about it soon. Um, so let me just think. Day 11 is celebrating with a dinner feast, creating your own dish. Um, do um, hmm,
Uh,
yeah, yeah, I think that looks good for day 11.
Day 11 seems so exciting.
Yeah, yeah. See, good. Something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Put my party hat on for that video. Um, okay, good.
Okay. Now we have a lot of, of topics to cover, and we don't know where to put them. And that's good. That's good.
It is
Because
good. It helps us to build it out easier. There is a lot. It's nice because there is a lot. There are a lot of things to cover.
because my insights with, the audio series for 21 DSD, I'm not hearing anything new anymore at this point. Just
Yeah,
a couple of things, but nothing, monumental.
yeah,
So I guess it's good that we have more topics to cover.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, okay. Good. So day 12?
So day 12, my insights were to try something new, to start incorporating things into your routine, um, other than food, things that are more lifestyle. Coconut oils. Lather yourself with coconut oil or almond oil this day. Buy yourself some natural shampoos, soaps, or lotions. Start making your own soaps. Cut back on the chemicals and kind of talk about how we're doing our body really well by keeping foods out and healing our insides, um, start reading the labels of your skincare products, your makeup, your shampoos, and things like that, and start thinking about the chemicals that are soaking into your skin. And then the day 12, I also think we should talk about, as your energy starts to come back up and um, you're starting to move more, pay attention to your appetite. Are you hungry? Are you thirsty? Or, make sure you're getting in enough foods and enough water to match your activity level. So that was my day 12.
Okay, thanks. Day 12. So we can talk about sleep quality again and how to adjust carb intake to achieve better sleep. Number two, we can encourage them to be a bit more active, especially those who have sedentary jobs, and discuss the importance of getting as much physical activity as possible. Three, we can talk about post-workout foods and smoothies. And four, we can talk about replacement foods like Mark advocates using coconut milk and coconut flour. And lastly, I am intrigued in why Mark includes tips to connect people and nurture relationships. This is not part of paleo, is it? So
Shall I
those,
go first
yeah.
and then we will? Yeah, okay. Because I only have one insight actually for day 12, and it's I like the idea of Marxism's like a go coconut challenge, and I think for us it can be coconut or anything that is like a main ingredient, replacement ingredient when you go paleo, like you ditch the usual all-purpose flour for coconut flour. And for me, I mean, that would be a big change because they will be seeing a lot of coconut products in paleo, and I found this interesting because it can be a way of introducing them to a main in paleo ingredient. So yeah, that's my only insight for day 12.
Kimberly, something just occurred to me. You know, um, I never heard of so many different kinds of flours until
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
flour?
yeah, a flour until I dig into the whole paleo
Yeah.
ingredient. So I just wanted to ask you when using different kinds of flour, is there a unique taste when
Well,
when you have them cooked already?
um, so not all the flours. So there are no flours that are just like a 1-to-1 ratio. So, um, you can't just take a recipe that you have that has, all-purpose flour and substitute it with a paleo flour.
Mm.
It's very different. So almond flour is very, I mean, basically it's almonds ground up. So there's a little bit more of a grittiness to it, but it cooks more like a regular flour, an all-purpose flour. Coconut flour is super, super fine, and you only need like a little bit, like 2 tablespoons of it instead of, your 2 cups. And it soaks up liquids so much. So it's
Mm.
drastically different. I've had people make my recipes and be like, it didn't turn out. I don't know what's wrong. And I was like, well, what kind of flour did you use? Did you follow my recipe? And they were like, well, I used coconut flour instead of almond flour. And I'm like, well, there's your problem. I use baking soda instead of baking powder. And I'm like, well, those are not the same. So, um, yeah, there's a lot of different flours: coconut flour, almond flour, tapioca flour. There's one that people started using now that's a cassava flour, and I haven't
Yeah.
I haven't used that at all. I hear mixed reviews on it. I hear that it's most like all-purpose flour, but there are some reviews that say it's more like it's a more like a potato, like you have it in moderation. So I have not chosen to use it because I try to keep certain things out of my diet just for weight maintenance. Um, but that one people really seem to like that one in the paleo diet. So there are a lot, but they're not all the same. So you can't just put whichever one you want in a recipe.
But it's more on the
Yeah.
texture and not taste.
It's more what?
It's more on the texture. I mean, how it would feel like when you eat it, not the taste per se.
No, like when you use coconut flour, it doesn't taste like coconut,
Okay.
and like almond flour, it doesn't taste like almond. You don't get like an overwhelming like coconut flavor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, because I'm not a huge coconut fan, but I use a lot of coconut products.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
I went to the mall this morning, and there was some like a bazaar
That
for
everything tastes
for for
coconut.
local products.
Yeah, yeah, local ones.
And
So,
yeah, I bought squash flour and then
mm,
coconut sugar. So I
yeah.
don't know what to do with it. When I got home, I was like, so what do I do with this?
Now, coconut sugar, I use coconut sugar, and you can use that like sugar, just one-to-one replacement.
Yeah, yeah. I drank coffee this afternoon, and I used actually coconut sugar. There's no
Yeah.
difference.
Good.
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
And yesterday I made a cauliflower wrap. It's so good. Like it's so
Good.
good. Yeah, I
Oh,
followed the paleo dip recipe,
good job.
and yeah, like I made shawarma, and I used, instead of the usual flour tortilla, I used cauliflower wrap, and it's so good. Even my nephew loved it. So
Awesome. Oh, I'm so
yeah,
proud. I'm beaming from ear to ear. This is
thank you, thank you.
good
Good
feeling.
job.
But yeah, but you won't be proud of me today because I ate one slice of fruitcake. I can't resist fruitcake, so I just.
That's
But
okay.
yeah,
Little
yeah,
step.
yeah. This was. But
Um,
my, I really, you should try the cauliflower wrap. So good. It's really
I will.
good.
I will.
From Paleo Lip. It's from Paleo Lip recipe.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
um,
I'm so happy for you, Gia.
Thank you.
I
I,
have
will-
yet
I
to,
will-
the
yeah, yeah.
grocery
Let me
store
know if
what
you can find
ingredients,
anything. There's
and you
so
can ship
many.
it.
Yeah,
And you
I
can
can
ship
buy it
them.
for you, and I'll ship it to you. No
Yay!
problem. I don't know what to do with the squash flower. I don't know what to do with it. So like, because there's not much like recipe online. I did find squash flour pancake, but you need a coconut flour, and I wasn't able to find it this morning.
I've never seen squash flour.
Oh,
Maybe
so
that's
we have what?
I've never seen squash flour. Like I've never been in the store and seen squash flour. So I wonder if we
Oh,
don't have that.
yeah. It, it it's actually right here. Like they when they cook it, when they use it to bake like bread or waffles, they actually mix it with whole wheat. So like
Mm,
it's grain, so it's a big no. So
yeah. Huh. I'll have to look for that and just see if I can come up with anything.
yeah,
Oh, by the way,
please.
Kimberly, have
Yeah.
you had a chance to look at, our cookbooks
Yes.
written by Megan White? What did you think?
I think they're good. I think that we should definitely incorporate them. I think we should. So if you pull up Diane's emails,
Mm-hmm.
do you see how I have one open? Do you want me to share my screen? Oh, there you go.
On
Okay, so
today's recipe.
scroll all the way up to the top. See how she has a featured product right there? Hers is Honeyville blanched almond flour.
Yeah.
If we did something like that and had like those books as our featured products, and we can just kind of repeat them um, as our featured product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something to revisit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good idea.
I think that would be good. So then it's. giving them ideas on what to have, and she has the one on budgeting, and so I think that that would be a good thing to have is some featured products. And then we can also, instead of just like something to buy, it could also be like Gia, like a new fruit that we think is great. Like dragon fruit just came into season over here. So, you know, a picture of a dragon fruit,
Yum.
like a recipe on how to use it would be cool to have like some featured products.
Yeah, seasonal
Yeah.
products.
Yep. Yeah, I think that would be good. But yeah, I mean, I think those books are great. I think they're well written and well designed, so I definitely would advocate to have them featured.
Who came up with the recipes, Ali?
It was Allison.
Ah, really? Hmm.
Yeah, she we started with just writing her writing a book for us about paleo, and then later on we produced a couple of several cookbooks for her because she had a lot of recipes. So
Okay. Day 12, did we? So I don't think we actually outlined it. Oops.
okay, so
Allie, can you talk about your insights again? What was the one thing that you thought on why Mark includes tips to connect with people and nurture relationships? This is not part of paleo. Um, can you explain that? Like, where did you?
because he was advocating like connecting with people and people
I,
is
yeah, I remember
with
that
people
part.
you work with but you don't really see.
Yeah,
Yeah, like for example, a meeting where you have a meeting with this guy over the phone, but instead of talking over the phone, that you will instead meet somewhere. That's it,
hmm,
right, Ali?
Yeah, schedule a lunch or quick morning coffee with a business associate whom you typically
Yeah.
interact with via digital communication. That was. Finally, disconnect from all social media and strictly limit consumption of digital media as you did on day 9 to allow for a more meaningful and prolonged social interaction.
yeah. So
So,
I think it all just
Mhm.
ties into his connection challenge. You know, his unplug from social media. You know, have a real life. You know, have real meaningful relationships. You know, it's easy just to call someone over the phone real quick and be like, "Hey," but to like take time and relax and hang out with someone, um, you know, I think it does your heart good to actually sit down and share a meal with someone or look at someone face to face, you know, instead of just listening to their voice over the phone. So no, it's not paleo, but it is a lifestyle change.
I guess because going paleo is really like being in touch with nature,
Mhm.
nurturing like a close or loving relationship with your family, and perhaps it goes with your coworkers too.
Yeah, and I
I
know
think
like
that's what.
when you know when I go out with people, there it always includes laughing and usually with me some sort of ridiculous dancing or um, you know, it just does your heart good to laugh
Yeah.
with someone in person. Um, you know, so I think this is all part of his idea that you're slowing down with life. Um, you're not connected to a screen. I think that, you know, it's
Hmm.
so crazy how addicted to you know, social media and just to
Technology.
the screen time that you are to technology, you know, everyone has their face in a phone right now. So I think that that's just, I would imagine his idea is go out with someone, put your phones away, and
yeah.
just talk face to face, look that person in the eye, hug them, you know. Um,
Yeah, yeah, even when I go out with my friends and then we're sitting at the table waiting for our food and everyone just like look at their camera and like what are
yeah,
we doing? Are we chatting each other or like put that
yeah.
away?
Yeah, we had people over to our house for like a bonfire to hang out, and there were like four of them who stood in a corner looking up different YouTube videos, and like that's what they did. They like hung out on their phones, and I was like, this is not fun. Like, no, we're over here laughing and hanging out. So I just put on music and we just had a dance party and hung out. It's just um, when I think it's just part of paleo is fixing your body, fixing it with food, but also fixing your mind and just almost connecting on a spiritual level of just getting in tune with yourself and just being happy, slowing life down and being happy and um, you know, repairing your soul to just how it was meant to be without all of the distractions of the internet and social media and technology.
Yeah.
Maybe we should also include that for day 12, like slowing down.
Yeah.
And that
Um,
could tie up with stress.
I was just gonna say, and so what all of this does is correlates with your stress. What you're doing is you're slowing down and realizing that things will get done, and but you just need to be in tune with your body and know what you need. If you need to go out and laugh and have a good time, then do that. Make time for that. Make time for people. Make time for friends, for family, and for yourself.
Yeah, agreed. Okay,
Okay.
so let's put it down. So first, then replacement.
Yeah, and I think we could even. What if we took? Now let my brain think for a second. So if we did. Hmm, just trying to think if it would be a way to kind of tie that all in. Just maybe instead of like a replacement, or just put in like add add a non-food product to your paleo lifestyle. Um, because I think at this point, well, I say at this point they might already be cooking with coconut oil.
Ah, yes.
Um,
With our recipes.
because we already talked about like with their shopping guides and stuff that they're healthy fats that they should add into their diet.
Hmm.
So what if we took that out and talked more about this idea of the lifestyle routine, having dinner without your cell phones, actually making plans and going out with people. Um,
How about set a date with with people?
yes. Go on a date. Yeah, yeah.
Set it right, like schedule a time for that.
Yeah. Schedule in time for people without technology distractions.
Hmm.
And I think maybe this, you guys, is where we could talk about because we had this celebrate with play. We could say, some ideas. It doesn't necessarily have to be a meal. Um, it could be meeting at the park and playing at the park, or do you guys have? I don't know if it's only like over here, but there are these play areas popping up all over that are like an indoor trampoline park or an indoor inflatable park. And they're doing like adult nights where you can just go and like play with your friends.
I think a trampoline indoor park just opened here
Mm.
in Manila. Couple of I think last month.
Yeah, so maybe day 12 is about um, just face-to-face communication and what it does to your body, what it does to your mind and soul, and then some ideas of things that they could do and schedule a playtime, schedule play dates,
So it's they're just gonna schedule it. They're not going to
or
do
do.
it.
I guess they would do it actually, or schedule. What does he say? He says schedule it instead of actually doing it. I guess we would encourage them to do it like that day.
Okay. Hmm. So is that okay? Meet friends for play?
What do you guys think?
Yeah. This is a Friday anyway.
Yeah, it's a Friday. And if they're paying attention to it, I mean, usually when I go on a program, I read ahead. So if they're paying attention to it, they know it's coming up.
Yeah, I like it. And then we
Um,
can discuss stress.
Yeah, and then let's talk about stress and slowing down.
How about adding a new non-paleo?
I think that can wait. I think that this is good. I think it's a Friday. They're not going to want to do too much anyway.
Okay.
Um, so I think that can wait. So do you
And
want
we
to?
and I think we also covered celebrate with play
Mm-hmm.
here.
Yep.
So we're good.
Yep. Um,
Okay. But I won't delete this one's yet.
yeah. Yep.
Okay. So what do you think? Days 9 to 12.
I really like day 11. It's my favorite day so far.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think there's definitely a lot of things that we can cover, but I think we need to focus on making it not too much. So I think we've done a good job about not making it overwhelming.
I just noticed we don't have a hangout session, right? Because we're gonna do a real face-to-face session.
Yeah, do you want to make a note that maybe on day 11 we do a hangout session with our online group? So the beta group will be an actual hangout.
Yeah. Yeah.
This will be and then maybe so day 11 I could do like a celebration like whose recipe is, whose recipe won and announce it like as a hangout.
Yeah. Let me just. Hmm. So the recipes for day 11, um, is it gonna be complete? Like, there's the lunch and dinner?
Yeah. Yeah, I think every day we'll always add that because
Okay.
I feel like there are going to be people who just want to follow the recipes and meal plans. You
And
know?
maybe, you know, maybe they can also find inspiration from.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Um, okay. Do we want to talk real quick about, I know we talked about the presentation stuff.
Ah, yeah. Here.
Okay, so let me, I'm going to share my screen just to show you what my outline kind of looks like for that. hang on. Okay, can you guys see?
I can see my face.
I can see Anneli.
That looks good. There we go. Hold on. Let me see why it's not coming up. Okay, now can you see?
Yeah.
I don't know why it wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me screen share my notes. Okay, so this is just a quick outline of what I thought. So let's just walk through it a little bit. So my thought was when people get here, we'll just do like a quick um, introduction,
Yeah.
and then I would, just kind of start with, I wanted to share my story with you guys and let you know how paleo has changed my life, and then kind of start defining what is paleo, showing them, the paleo food pyramid, how to build your plate, um, what primal paleo, what are the differences between primal and paleo. Interestingly enough, there will be people who tune out to paleo as soon as they hear they can't have cheese. So, just to explain the differences between primal and paleo to them, and then start to talk to them about why paleo. What are the benefits? Why should you go paleo? Um, and let me add, and who should go paleo. Um, that paleo is for everyone. Where do we get started? Meal plans, shopping guides, cookbooks, Facebook sites, support group. Just kind of explain to them our system that we've designed to help them make paleo easy for them.
Yeah.
And then talk about how paleo is a lifestyle, not a diet. And there we talk about some of the things that they'll find in our program that we've designed. Where we talk about playing and exercising and building relationships and um, you know adding things like going chemical free with our just our whole life, just having a clean life in general. Um, and then what results might they see from paleo, and kind of going a little bit in depth about some of the benefits of paleo and what things they might notice when they make a commitment to the paleo lifestyle. Um, so that kind of builds up our program for them, and then that's when we can kind of talk about making that commitment to paleo and doing before and after photos. I think it might be fun to do with the beta group, to do photos together, to do before photos together, um, and then we talked about having them sign contracts and join our group. So that is what I have so far. What do you guys, anything you would add or change or switch up the way that it is ordered?
Hmm.
Should we mention the
I,
the
yeah, go ahead, Gia.
um how about the budget? Should we mention it somewhere, or are they aware? Are they already aware? Or is it necessary to mention the budget?
Yeah, I think that's good. I think that it'll come up in where do we start? It'll probably come up with the shopping guides. I'm sure people will start asking questions about um, how much does paleo cost? Is it expensive? I think that's good. That might be something that people would think about during that time.
I think we should discuss number 5 and 6 first before number 4,
Okay.
so that
Nice.
they are more convinced on why they should start.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Maybe Kimberly, you can also share your photos, before and after photos,
Mhm. Um,
so that they can see. And also Brandon, yes, because he did lose a lot of weight.
yeah. Paleo for my family.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. What else?
We have a cheat sheet for this, right?
For
Paleo. So we have the checklist. We have paleo basics, purging the pantry,
mhm.
the meal plan for that week, shopping list, the journal, their last supper,
Last
and
supper.
some make ahead recipes.
Yeah. So maybe on the where do we start? That's all incorporated in that. Um,
Yeah.
so the have we named our program?
Not yet.
No,
Um,
still don't have a name.
okay, our program details. Um, okay. Yeah, and that would include the journal, the checklists, the everything, and that I would, in this part, I guess you're right, have that there so that I can start to show them what we've designed for them to make it easy.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. I think we're good.
Yay. All right. Okay. So
Uh, so
are you
just
guys
Can you just send it to Gia? Gia, you can include that in our document, either in market research or in the MID document, I guess, that we're trying
Okay.
to
I think
centralize.
I'll put first in the market research because I will transfer. I mean, I will copy everything to the MID. I'm still
Okay.
trying to figure out how to outline it. But send it to me. Send it to me, Kimberly, and
okay?
I'll take care of it. Thank
I just
you.
sent it to your email, so you should have it
Yeah.
now.
Thanks.
Okay. All right. So anything else? Really good progress. I'm
Yeah,
really proud of us.
I think
Yay! Congrats.
dynamite team. um, okay, tomorrow we do
13 to 16.
Oh wait, I'm gonna check our um my favorite part.
oh yes, 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 yes.
Ah,
Mark goes off the list.
Okay,
go,
so
Ali.
days 30 to 16 tomorrow.
Good.
16. Yay!
We'll have this all lined out by Friday.
So by Friday, we're gonna be done with day 20, and on Saturday, I just really want us to finish the product review by Saturday. Is that okay with you guys? Do you have things planned for Saturday?
I
Because
can't I can't do Saturday morning. I could do Saturday evening, but I think that runs into your Sunday. Um,
Sunday
So the
morning.
third Sunday morning, I'm okay with that. How
okay.
about you?
Yeah, I'm actually home on Sunday. On Saturday, not sure because it's my father's birthday. We might go
Oh,
out.
okay.
We might go
So
to
it,
the
it
beach
would be
and
best to do it on Sunday morning. That's okay.
Okay.
so
Um,
we don't have anything for Saturday.
no,
No.
but we
So
can, work on the review if you want to. So for Saturday, we're gonna review day 21 and what they advise after they are done with the program. So the
Yeah.
post
and
challenge.
and um for next week, Ali, are we going to? Oh, but you won't be here.
I'm out Monday to Wednesday next week.
Okay.
Gonna get some sun.
No, enjoy.
Yeah. Marxist
Um,
would be proud.
yeah,
Yeah,
so true.
so happy. So yeah, so I will be out Monday to Wednesday. But
Okay.
we are going to have a meeting with Amor. Gia and I will have a meeting with Amor on Friday.
Okay.
We
Friday.
still have our meeting on our Friday midnight, I guess, and your noon time, Kimberly,
Okay. That works.
like last week.
Yep.
So for Friday, oh, like it will be Saturday
It's gonna
12.
be our Saturday midnight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Sige, sige. Tomorrow, the same time,
Yep.
11.
Yep.
Okay.
And then what, so your Sunday, do you guys want to meet on your Sunday?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. What time? I can do
Mm,
any time after my Saturday, anytime after 5.
and what time do you usually go to bed, Kimberly?
Do I usually go to bed? I don't really have a bedtime. So,
Seriously?
yeah. It all depends. So I'm free anytime between, I guess, 5 and midnight, do you want to say? So if you guys want to meet at your noon, that's fine too.
I think about 10
10?
p.m.
10.
Yeah,
10,
so our
yeah,
10 a.m.
Saturday, 10 p.m. your time.
Good. That sounds great.
Okay,
Okay,
great.
great.
All right.
Okay.
Do you want to send out the meeting times in Asana so that I know? I can remember. Or actually, never mind. I just wrote it down. We're good. We're good. Forget that. Okay.
Okay. All right. So speak to you tomorrow, 11.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
See
you.
you
Yeah.
then. Bye.
Thank
Talk to you
you.
soon. Goodbye.